switch on your video. So everyone joined. Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing?
Fine,
Fine,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Fine, ma'am.
Ma'am, how are you, ma'am?
I'm very fine. Thanks for asking. Yes, so many videos are off switched on. Namasya, Smriti, Sri Rudra, Devaganga. Switch on your video, everyone. Yes. I would like to request Amita. Can you revise what we learned in the last class or what we discussed in the last class? Yes, Amita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you just revise, give a summary of what we discussed in last class?
Ma'am, I can hear you. Your voice is very low. Yes, ma'am, your voice is low.
Okay. What about now? Fine.
Still the same, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Amita, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Okay. Can you just give me a summary of what we discussed in the last class? Yes.
Like we were discussing uh parts of plants and
Parts of a plant. Then.
like um,
That's all you remember?
like you were asking what are the inside the parts inside like flowers and all.
Okay, fine. Brisa,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me what?
Ma'am,
Yes.
last class, last class you asked all of us, can you tell some examples of parts of plant? And then we discussed what all things Sangeeta ma'am taught us
Okay.
at the last class. You asked for the recap of what Sangeeta ma'am taught, and then um, after the recap which we did, you told, can you give some examples of them, and can you describe what are they to many children,
Oh,
and then you also ma'am, and then you introduced your name and things like that.
okay. Did we discuss the functions of a stem?
Yes, ma'am. We discussed the functions of a stem, and then the two tubes present in the stem, which are xylem and phloem, and then we discussed their
Yes,
use.
Brisa. Very good, very good. Anna, can you give a summary of functions of a stem?
Ma'am, there are two types of
Functions of a stem.
it helps the plants to take nutrients.
Then
Nutrients.
the stem bears the.
Ma'am, can I see?
Yes, Vriddhi.
Ma'am, it has two structures, that is xylem and phloem.
Okay, fine. Now Smriti will say. Yes, Smriti.
Ma'am, the stem helps the root to the stem helps the nutrients and water to the stem helps transport nutrients and water from the root to the leaves and from the leaves to the parts of the plant.
Yes.
Then it bears the whole plant and it has two tubes.
The stem bears the leaves, the
Leaves,
flowers,
flowers, and the fruits on the plant.
buds, etc. Yes. Then.
There are two tubes, xylem and phloem, present in the stem. The xylem helps to transport food from the roots to leaves, and the phloem helps to transport food from the leaves to the parts of the plant.
Okay. Geetika, is she right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next part. That is, which is the next one that we are going to study? Any idea?
Leaves.
Leaf. We're going to study about leaf. Now, can you do one activity? Can you take a paper and a pencil and draw a leaf?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Fast up. Draw a big leaf so that I can see.
doing rough book?
Yes, yes, you can draw it in the rough book.
Ma'am, can we draw on the lecture?
As you prefer.
Okay.
If you have a lecture note, then you can draw it in that. That's better. Sri Rudra, Anjali, Namasya, Savio, Devaganga, Anandakrishnan, Abhinav, Ayan.
Ma'am, I went to take the headset.
Okay, okay. If I'm not seeing the video on, I'm not giving the attendance today. There is strict instruction that the teacher shouldn't give the attendance if the video is off. If you have any connection issue, please send a message in the chat box. Otherwise, you are not getting the attendance. Those who finished drawing, please let me know.
Ma'am, finish.
Okay, okay, wait. Let the others also finish.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we have two science class, right? 240 and 425. Which class is cancelled?
425 is cancelled.
Okay, ma'am.
Instead of that, we have it now.
Ma'am, I finished.
Okay. Others do it fast.
Ma'am, finished.
Yes, who are finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you show it to the screen so that I can see? Okay, Ananya, I saw Geetika. Yes, beautiful. Add on. Yes. Kessian, Altina. Ashish, fast. Yes, Altina. Yes. I saw. Ashish, can you put it a bit closer? Okay, okay, fine, fine. Smriti, yes. Anna finished. Vinayak, yes, I saw. Very good. Abhyuday, yes. Okay. Atul, did you finish?
I'm finished.
Okay. Yes, Lisa. Very good. Now, Ayan, which color is the leaf generally?
Ma'am,
Ayan,
green.
I'm asking Ayan. Ayan Mohammed,
Yes, ma'am.
which color is the leaf?
Green.
Green. Green. All leaves are green in color.
No, ma'am.
Which all colors are there? Yes.
Ma'am, red,
Red. Then
brown,
brown. Any other colors you have seen for leaves? Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Orange.
Orange. Then
yellow,
yellow,
Ma'am, gray.
gray.
Yes, ma'am. After
So
like the
brown,
dead. Green.
ma'am, brown,
yeah, the dried leaves. Yes. Brown. Then that's all.
Ma'am, there are some plants with a multicolored like pink and stuff.
Green, pink, and yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, red.
Red. Okay. Anybody else
ma'am,
in this drawing?
ma'am in pink color when ma'am in brownish color.
Brownish color. Yes. Let's just see some of the colors. Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
As you said, you have multicolors. You have orange, you have yellow, you have green. Yes. And see, so
Yes, ma'am.
we have so many different shapes and colors. But generally, when we draw a picture, what color do we give to the
Green.
leaf?
Green.
Okay. So if I ask you to color the picture that you draw, which color will you give usually?
Green.
Ma'am, ma'am is brown.
Who?
Ma'am, like greenish and there are leaves with green and a combination of red, right?
Hmm. Yes. Are you an artist basically, Smriti?
Ma'am, I need to draw.
Okay. Fine. So I have a leaf in my hand. Do you already know the parts? Have you learned about it earlier?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So, do you see the broad part of the leaf?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can see, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The broad part of the leaf is called lamina. The broad green part you can see in this particular leaf is called lamina. Lamina. What is it?
Lamina.
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 So, what is lamina, Anthony?
ma'am, the broad part of the leaf.
The broad green part of the leaf is called lamina. Note in your lecture notes. The broad green part of the leaf is called Aaron.
Lamina.
Lamina.
Aaron, the broad green part of the leaf is called
Lamina.
lamina. Okay. Now you have this particular part. Do you see that the end, the small part,
Yes, ma'am.
like a small stem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This part of the leaf attaches the leaf to the stem of the plant. Understood? And this part
Yes,
is
ma'am.
called petiole. What is it? Petiole. Yes. I'll show you the rest of it. Just a minute. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the picture from your textbook. The broad part is marked as lamina, and the part that attaches the leaf to the stem is known as petiole.
Petiole.
Petiole. Petiole. Petiole. So which part of the leaf attaches the leaf to the stem? Ashish?
Petiole.
Petiole. So understood what lamina and petiole is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in your picture, try marking the lamina and petiole.
And can you repeat what is petiole?
Yes, petiole is that part of the leaf that attaches the leaf to the stem of the plant. Okay. So the between the stem and the leaf, we have a connection, right? Otherwise, the leaf would fall off, isn't it? It can't stay in the air. So it needs an attachment, needs a bridge or a connection. That connection is made by the part of the leaf called
Petiole.
Petiole.
yes. Very good. Yes, we have it here. The part of the leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole, and the broad green part of the leaf is called lamina. Any doubt in that?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Doubt? No. Okay. Now, if you all look at your own picture that you drew, and in that you might have seen small lines that are making designs in the leaf, right? In the lamina, you have
Yes,
different
ma'am.
lines that is going in different patterns.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Yes? Everybody saw?
Yes, ma'am.
Those lines are called veins. 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 The lines on the leaves are called veins. Understood? The small
Yes, ma'am.
lines that you see in human body also we have veins, like
Yes, ma'am.
yes, just like that in the leaf also we have certain lines similar to the vein pattern that we see in human body. There are different patterns in different leaves, but generally the lines that we see on a leaf is called or are called veins. Okay?
Veins.
Yes. And then there is a very prominent line seen in the leaf. See in this picture you can, in this leaf you can see the center part. See the line? Center one?
Yes, ma'am.
Even if I show it from here, you can see it, right? It is very prominent. The center line. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So this particular line is called midrib. It is present in the middle, right? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is called midrib.
Like our spinal cord.
MIDRIB. Yes, yeah, like a spinal cord, we have the midrib in the leaf. So it is easy to connect and study. Since it is present in the center part or in the middle part, you can connect it and study it as midrib. MIDRIB, midrib. So what is midrib? The prominent line in the middle of the leaf. The prominent line present in the middle of the leaf is called, Altina, what is it?
Midrib.
Midrib. Yes, very good. Now, all these veins, understood the veins and midrib, right?
Yes.
Can you tell the definition of the midrib one more time?
Yes, yes. I'll give you. Lines seen on a leaf are called veins, that you understood. Now, the prominent line in the middle of the leaf is called midrib. The prominent line present in the middle of the leaf is called a midrib. Took down the definition? So again, the broad part of the leaf is called, what is it called? Abhinav, what is the broad part of the leaf called?
Lamina.
Lamina. Yes, it's not lamina, it's lamina. Lamina. Okay? Yes. Then, what is the part of the leaf that connects the leaf to the stem called vinayak?
Ma'am, could you say that again?
Yes. Which part of the leaf connects the leaf to the stem of the plant?
Ma'am, petiole.
Petiole. Very good. Now, the lines seen on a leaf are called, Risa?
Ma'am, veins.
Veins. Very good. Then the prominent line in the middle of the leaves is called, Abhyuday. What is it called?
Midrib.
Midrib. Okay. So far, so good? All clear, no? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next thing that we are going to learn is called venation. So you can connect that with the word veins, right? The veins are the lines seen on a leaf. So these veins create some pattern or a design in a leaf. Understood? Those patterns are called as, or those designs are called as venation. Venation. Since it's present on a leaf, it's called leaf venation. So the design made by the veins in a leaf is called the leaf venation. The design, or you can say the pattern made by the veins on a leaf. On which part of the leaf do you find the design, the veins?
Ma'am, on the lamina.
Good. The design made by the leaves is called the leaf venation. Understood? So the picture that you draw again, look at that. The venation that Sri Rudra drew might be different from what Geetika drew. Understood? So based on the type of leaf and the shape of leaf, we have different types of venations. Understood? It's not necessary that a plant, that all the leaves has the same type of venation, leaf venation. So in different plants, we can, or on different leaves, we can find different types of venations, different types of leaf venations, because the veins on that particular leaf might create different designs or patterns. Okay, now we are going to learn about the types of leaf venation. So understood till leaf venation?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, anybody?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we have, I'll show you a picture. Can you see this? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's like
Yes,
an
ma'am.
irregular pattern, right? The veins are going in an irregular way. It's like a net, right?
Ma'am, like a spider web.
Like a spider web also, yes. It has made, the veins have gone in different directions, and it has given a spider web like pattern, or it has given like a very, uh, it's like a more of like a network, right? Do you
Yes,
agree?
ma'am.
Yes. And I'll show you one more picture. Yes. You see this? It
Yes,
is
ma'am.
neat and clean. The lines are going parallel to each other. Yes? They are not meeting. They are going in a parallel fashion. Like one line is going like this, and the other one is going along with this. In that, the waves. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Which plant? Can you recognize this plant? In which
Ma'am,
plant?
grass.
Yes,
Ma'am,
very good. Yes, you're observant in that.
ma'am, ginger leaves look like this.
Yes, yes, it might. So the most common one that you can see in this design is grass. You can see it
Grass.
everywhere, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody has seen it, right? Anybody else?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who hasn't seen such type of leaf venation? No, no. Okay. So that is the types of leaf venation. We have two types of leaf venation. The first one that we saw is called the reticulate venation. What is it called, Ananya?
Ma'am,
What is it called? Reticulate
Late.
venation. Repeat. Yes, the veins make a net-like design on both sides of the midrib. Okay? Such leaf pattern or leaf design made by the veins is called the reticulate venation. Reticulate, reticulate venation. So if the veins make a net-like pattern, what is it called? Geetika?
Reticulation.
Reticulate venation. Okay. Now, the second one that we saw, that we discussed about the grass, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
that particular venation or the design made by the veins on that particular leaf is called the parallel venation.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt. In a parallel venation, how do we identify the midrib?
Midrib and the veins look similar, right? Only in
Yes,
some
ma'am.
leaves the midrib stands prominent in parallel venation. Otherwise, the midrib and the veins together go in a parallel fashion, in parallel venation, in the leaves with parallel venation. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So the veins in the leaf are parallel to each other. In which type of venation?
Parallel
In
venation.
parallel venation.
Yes, correct. So the reticulate venation, we have a net-like structure or the net-like design, and in parallel venation, we have parallel veins. Okay, and you have to note the midrib is itself a vein, right? All the lines in the leaf that is present on the lamina part are called veins, and the most prominent among them, that is the midrib, the one present in the center. Okay, so that is why in parallel venation we have all the veins going in a parallel fashion. Understood? Yes. So that's basically about the basic structure of the leaf. We have the broad part of the leaf called what is it called, Altina? Altina, what is the broad green part of the leaf called?
Lamina.
Lamina. Which part of the leaf connects the leaf to the stem, Harriet?
Petiole.
Petiole. Then, um, which is the name given to the lines present on a leaf? Who would say Ayush? Ayush? No, he's not present.
Can I tell?
Wait.
Am Ayush is present?
I think some network issue. Ayush, can you hear me? Okay, Ashish, you can tell the answer. What is the answer?
And veins.
Wait. Okay, fine. Very good. Then, next question. See and Fatima. What is the next thing that we learn after veins? The most prominent line in the center of the leaf. What is it called? See and Fatima?
Midrib.
Midrib. Very good. Then, the design or the pattern made by the veins on the lamina or the leaf is called, who would say, Namasya? Can you tell? What is it called?
And can you tell the question one more time?
Yes, the design or the pattern made by the veins on either side of the midrib or on the leaves is called, what is it called?
It is called uh,
Yes, Namasya?
reticulate venation.
Yes, once more.
And
What is the design
reticulate
called?
venation.
No, I'm asking about the general name given for the design made by the veins on the part of the leaf, on the lamina of the leaf. What is it called generally? Yes, who can help her?
Um,
Yes, Risa.
and venation.
Venation. Namaste, heard that?
Venation.
Yes, the design or the pattern made by the veins on the leaf or on the lamina of the leaf is called venation. Generally, we call it venation, and we study two types of venation. What are the two types of
Reticulate.
venation?
Sorry, ma'am. I thought I was.
Reticular venation.
Okay, okay, wait.
Reticulate.
Some other person. Vinayak, you can tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, reticulate venation and parallel venation.
very good. Yes. What is reticulate venation? I'll ask Anthony. Anthony Vijo.
The veins make a net-like design
Both sides of the midrib.
on both sides of the
Midrib.
uh, midrib is called uh, reticular venation.
Okay, fine. Nihal, what is parallel venation then? Don't look, just say what you know. What is parallel venation? From the name itself, you know the answer. What is parallel venation? The veins create a what like design or what lines? What type of lines? Nihal went. Yes, Nihal?
Ma'am, I don't know.
You don't know. Why?
I had a call just now.
You didn't hear what parallel venation is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sri Rudra, can you just help him? Can you explain to him what parallel venation is? Sri Rudra? No? Again, network problem. Yes, Harriet, can you explain what?
The veins in the leaf are parallel to each other.
Yes, veins are the lines on the leaf, and when the veins are parallel to each other on the leaf, it's called parallel venation. Yes, Sri Rudra. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You can tell the answer if you want. What is parallel venation? Again, network issue. Okay, that's fine, Sri Rudra. Okay, now we have an activity in a textbook. In the section of, when we are dealing with the leaf, the parts of a leaf and all, we have an activity. If you have a textbook, please take it. Activity 3.
Ma'am, page number.
Page number 55. Activity 3. Amita? Yes, do you want to tell something? No? Okay.
Mama was asking to take the book
I thought you were
textbook.
telling me. Who will? Anthony? Anthony Vijo, can you read out activity 3?
Put a leaf under a white sheet of paper or a sheet in your notebook. Hold it in place as shown in the figure 7.9. Hold your pencil tip sideways and rub it on the portion of paper having the leaf below in it. Did you get the impression with some lines in it? Are they similar to those on the leaves? This
That's nice. Thank you, Anthony. Yes, have you all tried this activity?
Yes.
no,
No,
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
ma'am, I have tried this before.
Who tried?
Ma'am,
Smriti tried. Yes. Anybody else who tried it before?
Ma'am, I
Restart
had it
live.
in third standard.
You had it in third standard. Yes. Anybody else? Amita. Okay, fine. And what did you observe, Amita, after doing this activity? Yes.
It was like when we keep the paper below, like after we shade it, there will be like uh, uh,
Yes.
another leaf on our paper. Like all the veins and colors will be seen clearly.
Yes, you can see the pattern on that paper, right? Yes, Prisa. What did you
Yes.
observe other than this?
uh, li- uh yeah, like when we keep the leaf under the paper and then when we start shading it,
Yes.
the leaf this the leaf like sometimes like and then the leaves the some kind of a shape of a leaf will come, like almost a shape of the leaf, and then the veins which we cannot see can be seen in the paper while shading.
Okay, that's a very good observation. Now, who else? Who else did this
Ma'am,
experiment?
ma'am.
Yes, Priti. Yeah. What did you observe?
Ma'am, when we keep a leaf under the paper and shade the part of the paper where the leaf is, we won't get the exact shape of the leaf, but we can see the lines that are present on the leaf. Sometimes when we look at on the leaf, we may not be able to see, but when we draw it under a paper, we can see that the lines won't be in black color; they'll be in the same color of the paper, so we can understand the pattern, etc. of the leaf.
Okay, very good. Now, what I want you to do is you have to take a leaf with reticulate venation, then take a leaf with parallel venation, hmm? And then do the same activity with both the leaves. And can you send it over to me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So one leaf with parallel venation, another leaf with reticulate venation. You have to keep them one at a time under the paper. Then keep your pencil in a horizontal fashion. Don't use the tip to shade. Use the side broad part of the pencil to shade, and then you'll get an impression on that paper of the leaf.
I'm in A4 sheet.
A4 sheet, whichever. It is just a rough work. So you can do it in whichever paper you want. A4 sheet, it will be better. Or if you have a thin paper, then it would be better. Okay?
Do
And
it as
take
an
your.
Ma'am, you have to send it through WhatsApp.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, can we do it as an activity?
Yes, you can do it as an activity if you want. Okay, will you do that?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. When you come for before you come for the next class, I have to get it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Start,
Ma'am,
right?
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, like an activity me keep a front page and like that.
No, you don't need to do it in a very formal way. I just want to see if you have understood the activity and the types of venation.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, you don't need a cover page, you know. You just draw it in a single page, or if you have two papers, then you can draw it separately. That is parallel and reticulate. You can draw it separately, and then you can send it over to me. Yes, easy activity, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Attendance: Aaron Anthony,
Sure, ma'am.
present. If anybody is absent, if you don't find the person here, please let me know. Okay? Yes, Abhinav Sajan,
Present, ma'am.
Abhyuday,
Listen, ma'am.
Altina,
Present, ma'am.
then Ameya,
Absent.
absent. Amita, Amita is absent.
No.
Present, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Present. Okay. Yes, then Ananya, present.
Ma'am,
Ananya,
Ananya Jinto. Ma'am, Ananya Jinto ke
Ananya
Anya Jindo
Pinto,
absent.
absent. Then Ananya KVG is present.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Anna, present.
Present.
Anthony Vijo,
Present, ma'am.
Arjun Krishna,
Absent.
Ashishunni, present.
I'm absent.
Ashuni was present.
No present, ma'am.
Atul, Ayan Mohammed,
Present, ma'am.
present. Ayush, present. Devaganga,
Ma'am.
Devaganga's video is off, but
Present, ma'am.
Mother is absent.
Devika, present. EM Namasya,
Present, ma'am.
Emil, Emil,
I'm absent.
I'm
Francis,
absent.
Richard, absent. Then Geetika, present. Harriet, present. Ismail, absent. Haya Mariam, absent.
Absent, ma'am.
Tanishq, absent. Malavika Benin, absent. Nihal Mustafa,
Present, ma'am.
Tanaika, absent. Savio, present. Sian Fatima, present. Smriti, present.
Present, ma'am.
Shravana, absent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sri Rudra, present. Then Vinayak, present. Rita, present. Yukta, absent.
Ma'am, she
She
left.
left this.
Okay, Yukta also left. Okay then, fine. Thank you. So don't forget to
Thank you,
do the
ma'am.
activity. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
ma'am.